Ah, there he is. Or as I would say in autotune, there he is.
I am so excited to be ending my Comic-Con weekend with Family Guy. The show I watch every day, which I think you think I need mental help for that.
Well, I just wanted you to know that there are a variety of support groups available for that kind of addiction.
Yeah, a Family Guy addiction. You know, I was just talking to the cast of American Dad, and it was so funny because they were like, "It's so weird. People keep coming up to me and saying like I fall asleep to your show, and I don't know how to take that." Do people? Because it's like it's a comfort. Like I fall asleep to Family Guy every night.
I love that it's a comfort for people. I read the pilot script for this show, and I just loved it so much. And then when we got canceled, I was able to get videotapes of the whole first season, and I forced so many people to watch this cartoon. I was like, "Oh, look at this," and they didn't even know I was on it because it didn't sound. And then I was like, "This is such an entertaining show." So the fact that it came back on the air, the fact that we've been doing it for so long, the fact that people say it's a comfort, I love that.
Yeah. Because I think we started in 1998 or something, because in 2001 they called up and they said, "We need you to go and record more Family Guy." And I said, "Didn't it get canceled?" And they said, "Nope, it's back on." So,
Oh no, we definitely got canceled.
Yeah.
There was
A couple times,
years,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I think actually my favorite episode is the return to the pilot one.
Oh yeah, it's a good one.
That one kills me at the end when he's like, "And there's the gang. We've gotten to love and know so much over the years."
Yeah.
It's
The
one of my
characters that just melted away. You never saw them again.
It's that there's so many funny things too. It's like on Reddit, there's like the layout of the house and like how it is like quite a goofy layout, but also like what goes on in the sunroom.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. I think we had Lois sleep out there once when she
Once.
was mad. When she was angry New England wife sleeps in the sunroom. Yeah.
Well, Comic-Con is so fun. What are the Family Guy announcements while I've been trapped in this room? I know you guys are doing a Halloween special.
That's
You mean a
October 6th.
Huluween.
A
yeah.
Huluween.
Yeah.
Huluweenie.
Where's Meg? She's not in that photo.
a good question.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's intentional.
Okay.
It's part of the story, kind of, ish.
Oh, Meg.
Definitely not a legal kerfuffle.
Definitely not. Do you have a favorite episode of Family Guy ever?
That's impossible.
I
I have
know.
favorite moments. I have so many wonderful favorite moments, but it's impossible to say this episode surpasses other episodes. I always mention Ipecac. Love the Ipecac scene. Lois, who wants chowder? We did that 3-part movie, the Untold Stewie Griffin story. That was really fun. I love a lot of the road ones. Yeah, it's impossible. It's like choosing children. It's Sophie's choice.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
So which child would you choose?
Which one of your children is the better kid?
Of my two,
Yeah.
neither.
There you go. That's the
I'd say,
safe
you know
answer.
what? Take
Still
them
on the
both,
hunt.
sir.
Take them both, Nazis. I love the Fat Man Always Rings Twice, the film noir
That's
one
beautiful.
we did like a few seasons ago. I thought was great.
That is beautiful.
I loved when Family Guy collided when they had a crossover episode with The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's sort of like worlds collide because I have a relationship with The Simpsons also. And when I was watching that episode, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm getting paid twice."
Yes.
Money
Double
from here,
residual.
money from there. Yes.
She's a gambling woman.
Yes, I am. I need that money.
Seth, do you have a favorite Chris moment?
I just love that Chris, over the years, the writers, that a joke gets pitched that turns into a thread that you carry for whole seasons. And somewhere along the line, Chris just started up side hustles, and he was like selling boats, and he was selling sliding doors, and at one point like sliding windows, and he was selling quinceañera dresses. Like, I just like the fact that Chris is always on the hustle. And those monologues are always incredibly dense, with a lot of jargon specific to an industry. And Chris is just supposed to throw it as an aside. And it's always a fun challenge to become like an expert salesman on a product
I
in
like
a
how
couple
he's
of minutes.
matured too. He's got a little dark side like his mama. He has a sexual side. You know, he's a horny little dog.
No, Chris likes sex for sure. Yeah.
No,
Feels good to your penis.
Such a treat. I think one of the things that's coming up is Lois going to understand Stewie?
Well, we have an interesting moment in an episode coming where, yes, the two characters are able to converse finally.
I
That also is a candidate for
Unbelievable episode.
It is
greatest
amazing.
episode. It's a fantastic. It was written by Travis Bow, one of our hilarious writers, and the way Alex and Seth played Lois and Stewie was like a dramatic. It was a dramatic series of dramatic scenes.
we were actually acting. We were having moments.
It was great.
I think we should do a live version of it
Yeah.
someday.
We did that though at the anniversary. They did a read through of.
But I mean, like, we should act it out.
Oh.
In costume on a set.
Oh my gosh, that would be
And do
genius.
scenes from it. I think would be hilarious.
It's so
I just
beautiful.
want to see
and poignant.
McFarlane wearing that whole head.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think he needs to wear
overalls.
it.
I think one of the greatest pleasures has been watching Jennifer Tilly on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Oh my gosh.
You are such a delight on that show. I think you're such a good addition to the cast. Are you going to continue on, you think?
Well, one can only hope.
You're so funny.
I'm not supposed to say, but there's a possibility that you'll see me again on that show. Yes.
Do you all watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
I do.
I've seen
absolutely-
clips.
Yes.
I've seen clips.
Yeah.
But they were saying that they should have Real Housewives of
Quahog.
Of Quahog, perhaps Real Housewives of Quahog. Alec, you can make it happen.
Could be. We've
Yes,
got Gary Janetti, one of our best writers, working on that. So
Oh, he's so funny.
we'll get something good out of that. Yeah.
It's so great. Now, not to take a whole turn and make it like political or anything, but there's been a lot of talk lately about comedy kind of having a target on your backs. Like, are you guys feeling that? And how are you approaching like new episodes and writing? Or, I mean, Family Guy's always been quite fearless, but is that something that's...
Yeah, no, I think we just continue to do what we do. I think we could say, hey, we have a list of Biden jokes. We've made fun of Obama. We made fun of whoever's president or whatever the regime is currently in the country. If they do silly things, we'll make fun of them. So we just keep doing that.
Yeah.
Right, Alex?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I've always thought that one cool thing that... Do you remember our Cleveland steamer? Was
Yes.
that so? Like things that will be caught or flagged by our standards and practices. Not censors, but for lack of a better word. Sometimes it's very cool and it's a blessing when they flag something and you're forced to write around it. You kind of end up with something, I think, that sometimes will end up being 5 times funnier because it's this totally unique Family Guy bend
Right.
on what you were aiming for.
You can't say penis part, but you could say like wiener whistle or some other thing. You're like, this is worse.
Yeah.
You made us do this.
It's like you made it more. Yeah, exactly. Is there a type of episode that y'all haven't done yet that you would love to do?
All
haven't done-
vampire episode? I don't know.
A what?
All vampire episode?
We haven't done a full musical.
Yes, you keep talking about this, and I agree with you. It would be great to do, but for me, it raises a lot of alarm bells because I feel like Seth M. would want to be, writing all the songs, but he wouldn't have time. And then when
Right,
we gave
right.
him the songs that we wrote, he wouldn't like them.
Right.
That's kind of how it
Possibly.
works.
That would be so fun to do a full musical though, because I love to sing. So
Yeah,
hopefully,
we'll get you 2 lines in
Yes,
there.
thank you.
One of my oh my god, I just keep thinking about my favorite moments, but the one where Bonnie and Peter have an episode pretty much, and at the end Peter does like the press conference of just like they're like, "What'd you think of that?" He's like, "No, we'll see how the numbers play, but I think it was pretty good."
It could be a potential teaming.
Potential teaming up.
I think
Well, I love when Bonnie has affairs with people because she had an affair with Giggity, she had an affair with the dog,
and Lois.
and she's had an affair with Lois. So
Just throwing my hat in the ring, just looking out.
I love when she spreads her wings, so to speak.
me in, coach.
So we're here at Comic-Con. It's obviously it's a big fan convention. It's about the fans. I mean, what has your experience been like? What's your favorite kind of fan interaction you've had, or have you even been to the floor yet?
I will say the funniest thing I've seen happen between people and fans recently, which just happened at our panel when we had a nice gentleman come up, he was the first person to ask a question. He was in a wheelchair and he was talking about how much he loves the character of Joe. And he said he's kind of the Joe of his friend group. And Alex, without missing a beat, said,
In what way?
so that was my favorite fan interaction that I've seen. It was hilarious.
We actually, like at the hotel, the second you arrive, it starts that people are kind of waiting and asking for autographs and doing it. And it's kind of fun because it's Comic-Con, dare I say this, I've never felt unsafe. You know, in some places that we go, if we've done live shows and live readings, you're not sure. That people are so unpredictable, but I always feel safe here. I feel like people love these shows, and a lot of the places you go where it's just autograph hounds looking to sell something on eBay. Here it's people like, please make it out to my son. Put this for me. You know, it's just a very cool vibe that way, and that's fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Just even being at the panel and looking out over it seemed like thousands and thousands of people, and just feeling the love coming up on the stage. It's a really great phenomenon because as an actor, a lot of times when you're acting, you never really even see the people who saw your movie. I mean, randomly they'll come up to you on the street. To have a whole room filled with people that adore Family Guy. Generations.
It's now parents with their kids who
Try
they
acting on the stage, dear.
Oh, dear.
No, it's amazing. Seth, anything to add to that with the fans interacting?
Yeah, I've been coming to Comic-Con for a very long time, since before I got to be on the opposite side of the table. So I have always appreciated the responsibility that I get to any of the fans that have waited in line, that like this stuff, and now have this place to gather in celebration without fear of persecution. So I love this thing. It's still the international gathering of, you could argue, paper enthusiasts, but now it's digital media enthusiasts as well. Everybody comes here to just be like, I like that. You like that? Oh my God, let's hug and talk about it. Hey, who do you think would win in a fight between the Hulk and Superman?
This is not even a question. Superman.
What?
When is the DuJour reunion tour happening?
It's so funny you said that. There was a moment we talked about, because I just did a robot panel on Thursday, and it was me and Brecken and Donald Faison. And I was like, well, this is 3/4 of DuJour. Somebody captured it. We freestyled some terrible acapella. But we had an idea. There was a moment when all the boy bands were doing new tours that we were like, oh, we should do a limited where DuJour tries to get the band back together.
Please do it.
I don't know, write a tweet or something and see if it gets any traction.
Hey, I'll tweet.
I'm gonna go home and Google DuJour.
I was like, do you guys know what DuJour is?
Yeah, DuJour means great interview.
I think I figured it out.
DuJour is a boy band that was in the movie Josie and the Pussycats. And
DuJour means quality coverage.
DuJour means family. DuJour means seatbelts.
I would have to see that.
DuJour means mic drop.
Boom. Well, thank you all so much for coming by the Comic-Con suite. This has been amazing for me. I love the show, and it's just been a blessing.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Ash.
Thanks, Ash.
Thank you, Ash.
No lollipops.
What are you, the lollipop police? Your Honor!